Are you a youth bowler thinking about joining your high school team, maybe going into college for bowling, or maybe even bowling on the pro circuit? I sat down recently with my friend, local bowler here, Jakob Robertson, who is an outstanding high schooler who has won several awards, and that list is growing. We've talked about how he got started, who his favorite bowlers are, and what some of his goals are, and some of his experiences were winning the recent PBA Regional Junior event in Kentucky. Stay tuned for that. When you started bowling, how old you were, and if you started with two hands or how you got into two-handed bowling?
Well, when I started bowling, I was about 3 years old. My dad and my mom bowled in the league. From there, back when I was little, that was when Jason Belmonte was really good and he was blowing up the tour and everything.
And he's still good, for the record.
Yeah, he's still good for the record. I would see videos of him bowling two-handed and I was like, man, something about that is just really cool. I noticed right off the bat whenever I started, like, the motion would just be so continuous, and ever since then it's just been a grind to keep going, and I've stuck with it.
Can you talk about coaching? Who kind of taught you as you're growing up and gave you some tips on your skills throughout the years?
As I was growing up, my dad always helped me out. He was always there for me in bowling, and he backed me up, and he was my absolute coach. I have a high school coach that coached me a little bit, but my dad was ultimately the coach in my life. Everything I did, he would correct me and help me find where I needed to throw and help me figure out which ball I needed to throw. And then I have a good friend, Brendan Clayton. Whenever I first saw him bowling two-handed, that's what also inspired me to start. I thought, man, I could be like him and we could be the two-handers of the town.
Okay, Jakob, so you've been on your high school team and had a lot of success there. The team has, you have as an individual. Can you talk just a little bit about that for kids that might be listening that are on their high school team or want to be on their high school team, what that's about and what your experience has been?
My favorite experiences from bowling would be on my high school team. I had a lot of buddies that would push me to do better. It's really good to be on a high school team, to be with other people that actually like to bowl just like you. Having that experience and having friends to go bowl with really helps out a bunch, and they'll push you to do a lot better.
Okay, so Jakob recently won the PBA Junior Regional event in Kentucky. It was the U18 for boys, and he was the champion. So can you talk a little bit about that, Jakob? That's an awesome accomplishment.
Well, I was absolutely nervous. I barely made the cut on both squads there. We had the qualifying, and then we had the match play to get to the step ladder, and I won 5 out of the 7 games, and that really boosted up my score and got me into 4th, which was the last spot for the step ladder finals. In the step ladder finals, my heart was just beating so fast, and it just felt like I was just so zoned in on winning there, and it was the greatest experience of my life, the best win I've ever had, and the most memorable win.
Yeah. Winning
all by myself, and just seeing Dad back there so proud and happy.
Yeah, I love that. And Okay. Jakob, can you just talk a little bit about what your plans are, what your goals are with bowling moving forward?
Get a few more state championship wins. I have one more year, and hopefully I can get one more, and that'll be 4. Go to a great college that has a great bowling program as well as an academic program. Get my education, and then while I'm there, get enough experience in bowling, and then maybe after, go pro. Getting a few college titles, that would be amazing, and ultimately winning a few PBA events.
Love it. And can you just talk briefly about maybe who your favorite pro bowler is, or somebody you kind of look up to?
My favorite bowler of all time probably be Parker Bowling III. I'm just so fascinated with lefties.
Yeah.
And just everything they can do.
And it's interesting because Parker's not a two-hander, so that's interesting. Yeah.
It is. Of course, there's Jason Belmonte and Anthony Simonson and Kyle Troop and more like EJ Tackett.
I know that there's great things coming from Jakob Robertson very soon. You guys are going to see more of him on the lanes doing really awesome things. Thanks for tuning in, guys, for that little interview that I did with Jakob Robertson. I really hope that you enjoyed hearing from him, hearing where he's been and where he's going with bowling and with his goals, and watch for him in the future because I know you're going to see a lot more of him. If you want to see another video that I did featuring Jakob, you can see that below on the two-handed bowling video that I did recently. Jakob's in it, and I hope you enjoy that as well. If you'd like to see more bowling tips, tricks, coaching videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss videos that I drop. I would love to hear from you below on your experiences as a youth bowler or maybe a youth bowler in your life who has aspirations like Jakob. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.